What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mediak. I am Austin, your lovely host, and I am here with Sky somewhere up there. I don't have the order.
Chandler's up here. Chandler's would be like that. Austin, do that. Yeah, there you go. That's Chandler. And then if you do that, that's me. There you go. That's Zach.
Yeah. It's almost like Zach should have done the intro. That's crazy.
we're only forcing him to because of the punishment last week, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's finish up the intro. We're doing Nobody this week. Chandler requested this one because the second one is in theaters, which we're going to be doing next week. Stay tuned to after the review if you want to hear a bunch of media news and other stuff that we've been watching just in between recordings. But like we said, Austin's punishment. Last week, he corrupted our video file and we almost lost the recording. So we left it up to the audience to come up with a punishment. And they said, Austin, do you want to say what your punishment is?
Yeah, I mean, and it's one I think is generally applicable to me, although it doesn't directly like state the stations I'm on, but it was that I have to stay online for PlayStation and Xbox, and Zach has dictated that we're going to include Discord on that as well, since I mainly play on PC right now. So there you go. Apparently not. Having to do the intro wasn't enough. So
this was commented by Noah. This is commented by Noah Lothrin 9328. He's the GOAT. He comments on most of our videos. And this was on one of our TikToks that Skylar helped me make. So, yeah.
I still love you, Noah. I appreciate that. I feel like as far as punishments go, it could have been like physically harmful. So like, I'm grateful.
In terms of virtual punishments, this is up there.
What was that?
In terms of virtual punishments, this is up there, actually.
Honestly. Yeah, we didn't give
I like to go offline sometimes. Got to go like solo mode at the.
Austin's like, I don't want to play with my friends. I'm going to resort to just not playing video games at all.
Well, I won't be rude.
right. Yeah. Valid, completely valid.
The week will go online, but just won't play video games for the whole week. So he so avoids it.
It's still a punishment, regardless of how I treat it. I will follow the rules, though. I promise.
All right. Does someone want to get into Nobody? Give us a little bit of a rundown on the movie while I take off my hoodie.
Yeah, I think Chandler should, since he picked the movie.
Good idea.
So he should be doing Nobody and Nobody 2. So
I have to do Nobody 2 as well.
Yeah, he picked the series. Sorry, I don't make the games. I just play them.
That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Rules are rules. What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody. So this movie starts off with a dad and his family, and things aren't going so well. Things aren't really vibing, especially between him and his wife. So much so that they are acting like siblings in a hotel where you put pillows in between yourselves to like separate yourselves. That's kind of like the relationship we're talking about. So it's not really fun, and his day-to-day is also not much better in terms of work and coming home. It just isn't like his former life. You can tell something's going on, and it quite isn't too. Well, a couple people break into his house and point a gun at his family, and it really upsets him so much so that he almost personifies his former personnel or his former alias, which is Nobody, the name of the movie. He holds back. He doesn't murk him like he could have, which you find out later in the movie. And he he loses a couple things in the process when they...
a couple things, like $12 and a bracelet.
No, his watch. He had a watch
and a kitty cat bracelet.
No. Okay, wait. By the bracelet, I meant his watch, because didn't we find? Okay, this is massive spoiler, but didn't we find out
he lost it?
The bracelet was still in the house the entire time.
So but he did lose it in the process of getting robbed. He did lose it. I'm like, I think it's like they grabbed it and it probably dropped or something.
I was thinking it fell off whenever she jumped over the couch or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I love that detail though. So
that was awesome. That made me laugh.
I was like, I wrote
the
whole plot driver of the movie was made up. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry. And he didn't even care. He just was like, well, found it. All right, just keep going, Chandler.
Like I was saying, so he goes out to find those two people to get the the goddamn kitty cat bracelet. I had to write that down. That was so funny.
Me too.
And so like they also had a family of their own, and they were just trying to provide and get by. Like they're at a tough place themselves. So he took pity on her.
Family situation. The baby was on like oxygen.
Yeah, it didn't look too pleasant for them. So he was sad. He felt bad for him. So he left, but he had so much rage and pent up frustration that he needed to get rid of it. Well, these hoodlums, like this gang, these people, like there's a Russian gang, you could call them, pulled up, got on a bus, and he just went X Games mode. It was absolutely sick. Turns out he beat up like one of the gang's, like the Russian gang's boss's brother. So that whole entity, they get upset. They attack his house, and he's forced to kind of reveal who he used to be to his family. They didn't really know he was almost like a hitman or like a undercover agent.
Just a little bit, you know. She had
What?
she was patching him up, and he said just like the old days, and she like said something.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, but like what? I do remember that now. But what about like the whole thing where he was like, "I'll explain," and then sent them off?
She had to have known it. I know. That's why I said she had to have known at least a little bit,
like-
you know.
He probably didn't know his job was like exactly what it is, but he knew he used to get hurt all the time.
Yeah. Like she had to have like healed him a little bit for that scene to have made sense.
Well, healed, more like cleaned him up.
Yeah,
I don't think she healed him.
But yeah, heal.
She was more really confused though too, because he put that life behind him until
No,
recently.
totally. But we were arguing on whether or not she knew like that he was a badass in the
I'm
past.
sure she.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did.
I feel like it's unclear regardless. Like I think a lot of that stuff they just don't really explain. Like a lot of the I don't know relationships and the reasons why. Yeah, the past really.
Yeah. Okay, keep going, Chandler. We could talk about
Sorry.
opinions later. Finish.
So they attack his house. He hides his family, and he takes out a good chunk of them before he gets caught. And they put him in the back of a car. He somehow gets out of that situation. All the people, like the 3 people that were involved in taking him, die, and he escapes and gets back to the house and saves his family. They all go off to a safe place while he goes to attack the gang at their place or residence, like they did with his house. So he takes them all out in a spectacular fashion. It's sick. They chase him to a warehouse that he just bought, which is where he was formerly employed at, and uses some really cool, creative booby traps.
That's I had a note saying
Yeah.
Home Alone.
That was G actually said that. Actually, I'm taking that from her. Keep going, Chandler. Sorry.
You don't want to take credit for that? That's a pretty good thing. to
Yeah,
take credit
I'm just
for.
being honest. Just being honest.
Either.
She's definitely not right outside the door listening in right now. So
That's what I said. Don't take credit for that.
kicks open the door like, give me credit.
But so yeah, once they go back to his warehouse, he takes them all completely from there, and I don't know. He gets a mysterious phone call. We don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out this next week.
Wait, what? Oh, at the end of the okay. I thought you meant
And
like
yeah, you forgot the cat. We ended her.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were talking about the other phone call where the guy was like, "I'm not going to come save you," which everyone.
Oh, his brother.
Yeah. Okay.
We know nothing about them. Am I crazy? Did I miss something? Like
Them together,
What-
those 2 guys.
the family. I assume it's his
Yeah,
brother,
brother.
but like you think like did I miss any backstory? Because like we got none, right?
There really wasn't much other than a photo.
And like not to be like insensitive, but like to just throw in that like, oh yeah, our main character just has like a black brother and like no backstory. He doesn't have a mom. His dad like also was in the business, but like there's no context whatsoever. Like
That part of it wasn't like the issue that I had.
I didn't have an issue. It was just I thought it was funny. I was waiting for them to explain it.
Oh, okay. The issue that I had was that the dad and that the brother showed up at the warehouse. Okay, before I say this, there wasn't like he didn't tell the brother that he was setting up a trap there or that he was going to go back there. I just thought it was really weird that they just appeared there knowing that he was going to bring all the Russians back there for them to have a 3-way fight down at the end, even though the 3-way fight down was pretty sick. Even like the place was booby trapped. Like they had to have known that he was going to bring them there, and that the place would be booby trapped, and where the booby traps would be placed for them to have like walked around that place and been completely fine. However,
What if you-
wait, go ahead.
Sorry, but like, what if you just like got back there, like, like with the booby trap set up, like ready to like mess with the Russians, and his family was just dead.
Like the spikes are just launched out into down in the.
He's like, oh my god, what have I done? Like, they were trying to help me.
I wanted to do this alone. I could have done this alone.
Well, his dad knew where the those like nail grenades were. Do you remember? Like they were like, dangling from the
No,
ceiling.
right,
He
yeah.
knew where that was. So
Well, and also the brother walking up
Stealing
the
the
steps from the one tripwire. If you
That's the one I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like if any of them should have been set off with not knowing, it was that one.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
that was the most like okay. So up until that point of the movie, I was like, don't take the next thing I'm going to say wrong because I like both the movies I'm describing. I think up until the end, I was like, oh, this is John Wick if they attempted a story in it, like you know.
I don't like
disagree.
that. Yeah.
Really? It's just
Yeah,
like them
I
fighting,
know.
but they like John Wick is just him fighting people because they killed his dog. Well, this one is like him fighting people, and then they try
because he's mad.
Yeah, and try to. I guess just because he's mad, but
Yeah, just because he's
They
mad
tried to
that he didn't
interweave
fight
more
back
stuff
when everything
into it.
robbed his house.
I don't
They
think it's
told-
because he's mad. I think it's because he's just like, I wrote this down in my notes, but I was just like, the whole story, the whole plot is just because his family thought he was a bitch. Like they're just like, oh no, this guy doesn't
And
know
a neighbor too.
yeah,
He doesn't yeah, everyone's just like, oh, this guy's just like a wuss. Like he didn't like beat.
If that was my
women.
family,
I-
like number one
Yeah.
vote in this movie.
and
Yeah,
you-
like my family, I woulda.
And
And
then
actually, I hope you have a good day. Like they like stop like right before because they realize I'm like
he like
Yeah,
very
he starts
badly
to complain.
wanted to fight at every single point of this movie, like especially at the end there. Even whenever he gave
Oh, like-
the ultimatum at the end, he was like hope like because I guess you could leave it up in the air like what's he hoping for? That's what G was saying during the scene. She was like,
Yeah.
what's she hoping for? I mean, obviously he wants to fight. Like that's like what he wants to do
Yeah.
so bad. Sees the guy run out and he goes, yes, let's go. I think that's his shit. It's like John Wick if he wanted to go on that journey, like if he was like going for.
I still disagree. I just don't think this guy and John Wick are really that similar at all.
This is like the same type of genre of it, where it's just one guy beating the shit out of a billion people. It's the same.
Yeah,
There's no.
but it's not the same.
Well,
I agree with
I
Zach.
think that like spawned from like it's like the Jackie Chan style movie, the Shang-Chi kind of thing, the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's just like one guy beating up a billion people.
I
That
actually, yeah, I
classic
do agree
action
with that.
movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, sorry.
I can see where Zach's speaking from.
Mhm.
I definitely don't think it's like John Wick. He is like John Wick and they share the same motives and whatnot. But I
No,
mean, you
did
got,
motives.
you got a Russian gang. They're having a raves.
And also, people are
drugs everywhere,
actually
yeah.
actively scared of him, like John Wick too. Like every time someone finds out about him, they're like, "Fuck, dude, I got to get out of here." And that's literally what happens in the John Wick.
Yeah,
movie.
he had a tattoo. Tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's like dumbing down the movie to like a ridiculous genre that fits like a ton of other movies in the genre.
I'm not. I still like that. I right before I had my fucking tangent, I said I still like these goddamn movies. I like both of them.
No, I'm not saying that they're bad movies. I'm saying you're dumbing down the genre so much that it's applicable to all.
I was
of
just
them.
saying that's how I was describing it.
I think you're right. I shouldn't say I
I wasn't
disagree with
saying
you
that's not
either.
what it like all chucks up to.
I disagree with what you said initially when you were like, it's John Wick with a plot. And I disagree with that kind of
I said
strongly because, attempting to have a plot. I think John Wick is significantly better than this movie.
Oh, yeah,
that's
totally.
why I have an issue.
No,
I'm like,
I
it's
think
not
John
like-
Wick is a lot better, but there's not like the lore is more like you could watch John Wick and not really like understand any of the lore of that movie completely. And this
Yeah,
one
but
is
it
more
does
fed
have
to-
lore is the thing.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but
it's-
this one's more fed to you. It's like attempting a story. John Wick.
I think
you can
John
just sit
Wick's-
and watch John Wick, and it's just an action movie. You know,
I mean, you can do that with this too. Why can't you do that with this?
there's more exposition-y moments in this where it tells you what's going on with it instead of just like showing you like clippets of like things that
People die listening to him.
yeah. Which
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I like that. I did enjoy. I'm not saying I don't like it. I enjoyed these moments. I thought it was really charming how he had like multiple conversations of him talking to dead bodies. I really liked the one in the basement too. I thought that was quite
Yeah.
enjoyable.
That whole scene was good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just think I'm just saying objectively, it has more exposition-y moments. If
I think it's more spoon fed to you than it is John Wick.
Yes.
Like John Wick's is more like, I don't know. I think it is a deeper kind of plot or world building stuff. And it definitely isn't as in your face, but I think it's at very least just as much there.
Bob Odenkirk was ripped, bro. Like I was not expecting him to be in such a great shape as he was.
Yeah, I still see him as Better Call Saul.
Yeah, dude, I cannot.
Saul's talking people out. It was a little weird seeing Saul do this, and I watched this movie with Lily, and she's like, "Oh, Saul needs to stick to being a lawyer." like, well, to her point.
Talk about that though.
The first time we saw him like fully like turn around and see him not look like Saul stomach wise, I just was like, "What the fuck, dude? This is awesome." Great for him, dude. Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, great job, man.
The physical transformation was great, but I gotta say, I love him. I don't know if I think it's just the movie itself, but some of the line deliveries were kind of crazy.
That was one thing I took off.
911.
It was all with that tone. Like, you're gonna see him like in a police car driving down the road with narration after it. Like, it takes itself very seriously and also not at the same time. Yeah. It's funny.
My exact. Like, because I wrote that down because like 3 of them happened. Like, there was one at like the beginning. Well, I think there was like one at like the beginning. There was the don't call 911, and then there was one at the end that the like wife said, and I was like, this movie just actually wants to Aura farm, but it just can't.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so bad. It's actually like gritty Aura farm.
Dude, Austin. It's like they took the worst like attempts at it, the worst takes at them saying the lines or something like that. I don't even know though, because the lines themselves are so
bad.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, like
Stephen McKinley Henderson once said that there is no bad line, there's only bad actors.
I disagree. I don't think no matter how you say that line, I don't like it.
I think it was a bad acting situation, but not because he's a bad actor. I think it was a bad direction. Like, I think that's what the director wanted. Like, I think he played what he was asked to play. And I don't think that's a knock on him.
No, that's a better way to say it.
I also think that, I don't know if this is ridiculous to say, but I think, I'm just going to say Saul because that's just the easiest way for me to think of him. But I think that Saul was like the only like good actor in like the entire thing. Yeah, I didn't really like anybody else. Like the dad was okay at like the end, but like a lot of it, I was like
really bad sometimes too. You know, like in his mother scene, I was like, this is fucking.
That was so bad.
Like,
are you talking about whenever he's in the chair and has the shotgun?
No, I was talking whenever the bad guy, like I don't remember his name. The like right after he sang and the guy made fun of him. Yeah, the guy made fun of him for singing and he like acted all out. His face, like his face acting was so terrible. It was like the director said, "Look really mean," and he went, "Yay!" And then that's how he acted during the scene. And I also that's really funny.
I didn't like the acting whenever he killed the 2 guys either. Yeah, that one was also really bad. He just like pulled out a shotgun over the last one. And shot them, and I was like, "Are we for real right now? Are we so serious?"
In the chair, wait, you're talking about the dad?
Yeah,
I actually thought, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Whenever he pulled out,
I think it's funny, but it's also this guy has a point.
I was like, "Are we so serious?"
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's like it was a silly, funny movie kind of action when this is supposed to be like a relatively serious kind of deal.
Yeah,
is it trying to be? I can't tell.
Yeah,
I don't know. I saw it. I don't know why, but whenever we said we were doing this movie, I thought it was a comedy movie, and then I went to like click at it, and I saw it was drama thriller, and I was like, "All right." And then I was like, "Wait, am I like actually got it right?" Or like, I don't know. I actually, because I don't think this was
Sandler and like Jennifer Aniston. Like, I was thinking it was gonna be that vibe where they were like spies or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like fun. Yeah, I was thinking like silly like action movie type vibes, which it kind of is. But
I did see the movie Brandon as comedy somewhere, so
I expect this.
So I'm not going insane. I thought
basically just like Novocaine. It's pretty similar, Chandler. Except for he doesn't take as much damage as Novocaine. Like, their gimmicks are different.
He takes a lot of damage.
He takes a shit ton of damage, but like we can't take many points off of that because John Wick, those 4 movies are supposed to take place in the course of like 3 days, and there's no way he can take that much damage.
About that.
Okay, do we want to go through the rest of the notes that we have on this movie and specific scenes? There's one that I want to start with.
That might be my least favorite scene. Whatever you're about to say, I think.
Are we doing like favorite, least favorite?
No. We're
Like,
just gonna hit some notes.
No. I'm just saying some notes. Okay, I don't know if this is insane. I don't like how he kills the Russian boss at the end. I think it's dumb. If it was on the outside, the Russian boss saw the bomb, he shot at the glass shield and saw the bullets were going through and shot a couple more times. So tried to shoot either the bomb.
If
or
he shot
him.
the bomb, it would have been completely fine. Or shoot at his toes.
Yeah, but I mean, it was point blank and he ripped it. It can't be much worse.
No, I'm saying like Bob Odenkirk was like, I don't know, 20 yards away. If he shot the bomb immediately, that it wouldn't have hurt him all that. It still would have hurt him, but it wouldn't have hurt him like nearly as much.
Okay, you're agreeing with me. Okay, you're agreeing with me. I thought you were saying it's worse.
No. I'm agreeing
Yeah.
with you totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that's I think that's dumb.
I thought that was
he
pretty
clearly has been in scenarios like this before. He is a Russian mob boss. He could be used to high pressure and high like death situations, and his awareness was basically zero. It was insane. I also don't like how he made it seem like he was doing a sacrifice just to walk out completely unscathed from that final dispute. If he would have taken some damage.
I thought one of the 3 of them was going to die. I honestly thought it was going to be the brother.
I thought it was going to be the dad.
I thought the dad was predictable because, he's like already old,
it would have been
Yeah, that's why I thought he was going to die, though. It's going to be
like,
consumed.
the brother just showed up.
That is fair, Austin.
I was like, I thought that was happening when he got shot, and I'm like, am I supposed to feel sad for this character I met 2 minutes
Yeah.
He was talking. He talked a couple times throughout the movie.
Yeah, it sounded like him. He said
It sounded like him.
What do you think about that Russian mob boss? Because I kind of got Zach's opinion a little bit, and I want to go to Austin because I don't remember. Like, he just mentioned the shooting
the
of the
mob
brother.
boss? I mean,
Not talking
In
to
my
you,
mind-
Austin.
It's
sorry.
Chandler.
Chandler.
Oh, God. Sorry, my bad.
I don't really think he was that intimidating. Like, I mean, at the very end, he killed that one guy in that one faction, and they got 3% of his equity. But at the very end, he was just dancing while all those goons were like dying, and I couldn't really take him seriously, to be honest with you. He was just kind of like a mid.
I thought the villain was
Boss.
probably definitely
Yeah.
the worst part for me.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really like that character at all. Like, especially because they protected this like vault of money that they related to some other thing, and I completely forget at the moment.
Stack off sand, Kasara.
I forget, they made it related to something in the United States, and I remembered before we started recording, and now I forget. What was it?
Go to a 401k.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And if he cared about it so much, how did he slip in so easily and not know? I feel like I know he killed everybody, but I feel like something should have happened if it is protected that well. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Was anything like that, and be like, you did this, and him finding out like in the moment, he's like, by the way, I burned it.
I was
like-
seconds from disagreeing with you, but you're 100% right. I thought you were going to say, oh, Bob shouldn't have been able to handle that entire thing. But you're
No, he can
totally
handle
right.
it. I mean,
Yeah, it's Bob, but like you're 100% right. There should have been some alarm that like the weight of the money is gone, or like
there's a fire. In
Yeah,
the building.
or there's
The
a fucking
sprinklers have
fire.
gone
You're
off.
right. Yeah.
The sprinklers have gone off. There are a ton of people not responding back. There is somebody outside that sees smoke. There is so many things, and none of them were in place.
Also,
There's just no way.
why is it physical money? We're in the 21st century, and you have like
point.
just like probably
Cash is
just like
king.
They wanted to do the
Millions,
Joker
hundreds of
moment.
millions of dollars.
Austin. They wanted to do the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. I think they did.
Chandler, let's hear some of your notes.
Yes.
You hear what I have to say?
Dude, of course you're thinking.
I do got something that I want to say for my favorite scene that I have to disagree with the three of you on later.
Okay. Save it for then, brother. Hit all of your other notes that are your favorite.
It's me. And I'm sorry, Chandler.
Did we cry?
Oh, it's definitely me, and I'm sorry.
I really love the "give me the goddamn kidney bracelet, motherfucker."
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I wrote down the kidney bracelet as a general.
I know you guys said that like the line delivery was a little off.
It's only for some of them. It's only for some of them.
I found it believable. I don't know him from Better Call Saul. I've like never watched those, like Breaking Bad. So I need to watch. But like I don't know what he's like outside of this for the most part. So I thought he handled him pretty well. But I love that line. I think there might be a couple other. That was one of my favorites. I think Zack Snyder needs to take some notes on this movie in terms of slow mo, because I liked almost all the slow mo bits,
dude.
Especially
so
like
stylized too. Cinematography in this movie was fucking beautiful. And also something that I personally, I think more movies should do is having a great diegetic soundtrack. If you don't know what that means, the word diegetic means that it is like whatever is happening in the movie, you hear and see within the audience. So like the music that played only played whenever he was playing music himself. And oh, dude, I really like whenever movies do that. It's a touch that is just like really nice and I enjoy.
When did it happen? Can you give me a scene?
Whenever he played the music in the basement, whenever he played the music in the car, he like he put it into the front of the car. It started the music, and then whenever he turned off the car, that's whenever the music stopped.
It wasn't always like that, though.
It was like it for most of the movie. I tried to keep track of it. What?
The bus scene?
No, it wasn't like it for the bus scene. That was just classical.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking. No, I don't remember.
Yeah, no. But anytime it was classical music, it wasn't diegetic.
You said that, and basically the entire movie blanked except for the bus. So I legit couldn't think of another scene. And then you said playing music, and then all of it came back, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm actually not intelligent."
It's okay. I forgot, dude. Anytime you talked about the villain, I completely blanked. Like whenever you at the beginning of the podcast were
okay, but that's not like your fault. The villain is so forgettable. That's not your fault.
That's fair. But like, I think about 70% of the music was diegetic, and then 30% of it was not diegetic. Sorry for interjecting, Chandler. You said something about
keep going on your notes.
Stylized, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a stylized note.
I wanted to bring up the music look, but I was going to say I thought it really fit in, but I wasn't sure. Like I wouldn't call it classical, but I also wasn't sure if I was going to say that wrong. So
no, you're right. Some of it was clear.
Yeah. Okay. I have a couple other things. Maybe like I already mentioned I love the booby traps. Them using a compressor to blow up the nade.
It reminded me of Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
a little bit. The thing of it.
No, that's exactly.
I actually forgot about that. That was a little flashback. I like the shotgun shell that he put with the mousetrap.
Yeah,
I thought that was really smart.
Agreed.
There's just so much to like about that. The ending in that warehouse
was fun to watch.
I'll finish with I liked during that car chase scene when he was like crossing his fingers hoping they'd chase him, and then they do, and he gets cornered and he has to like recline the chair and use a mirror. I thought that was really cool.
The fights were so creative in this movie, man. Yeah, they really
the choreography is just amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Okay.
Is that all your notes?
All I'm going to talk about because we're time sensitive.
Oh, you're right. We're at 30 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Let's just do this really quick, then we can jump into.
I'll go quick because I have something I want to talk about for like my favorite. If we're doing that still,
we're doing that after. I just wanted to make sure that you two got your notes in well before me and Zach, because me and Zach will ramble.
Yeah.
I will. I a lot of it this we kind of talked about, and like I'll probably go over in just my like synopsis, but. I don't know. We talked about like the silly lines, but a lot of the like action scenes were awesome. I do want to comment on the bus scene. It was, I think, a jumping off a cliff point for this movie, not in like a bad way, but like in the character's way, because like he went from like, damn, I feel bad for being mean to this couple that like has this like really sick baby, so I'm gonna go like permanently injure and murder these teenagers. Like they did not. I'm not gonna stick up for them. They seem like dickheads, but like they didn't do really much wrong. Like they were going to.
One of them punched his son. That's way more damage than any of the little guys
yeah.
on the bus did. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I agree totally with that.
Like there were points where the woman ran away, and like
Yeah.
it wasn't like okay, job's done here. He's like, all right, let's keep going.
Yeah, he was like, I'm burning steam now.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that one too. I think it was really funny because I thought it ended whenever he went out of the window and then he walked back onto the bus. I thought that was kind of funny.
Skylar, fuck you! Skylar, fuck you! Skylar, actually,
like,
fuck
he
you!
throws some.
That was my funniest moment.
I'm sorry.
I was so excited that we hadn't talked about it yet.
I just thought it was like well, I guess I do think it was kind of funny. But,
Yeah, I was like, no way, he's going back on the bus.
Round 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's just insane. I was like, yeah, I'm assuming that he's done.
Yeah.
And then I see the bus driver. He opens back up and he starts again. And I'm like, wait 1 second. What is going on here?
Like everyone was done with that fight. Like it was over. Pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, he fucked us up, and they're like, oh my god, he's not done.
Yeah, that one guy was complaining about the damage already, and then he got on the bus and he said, "You're fucking kidding me." That was so funny.
Okay, I'm okay. No,
no, you're not.
Yeah. My nose. Yeah.
What are you saying, man? You broke my nose.
Yeah.
I like how resourceful he was with like using the one. Did he have his watch?
Yeah, he put his watch on his.
Yeah.
Hand.
And then he used the seatbelt. He also like cut the seatbelt. I think maybe wrapped it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why he was trying to choke people so much. Like if I'm being
Big fan of
honest,
it, bro. Like, dude,
he was like
he's killing these teenagers.
He pulled that guy up.
He really did not. He did not want these teenagers to live, bro. For some reason.
Yeah, I think that might be his signature. Probably know it's him.
Like he didn't want to teach them a lesson either. Like it was
No.
like, now you're gonna die.
I'm gonna kill these people. Yeah.
You did a bad. I'm going to make sure you know you did a bad. You're not going to remember anything afterward. And then,
Austin, any other news?
I guess you brought up one thing I wanted to talk about. At one point in the movie, I thought this was like a Spy Family thing because I didn't know about this movie. I knew very little. And especially when that kid did like the fucking spider monkey jump into the chokehold on the robber, I was like, oh my god, my guy. Like that was awesome. I made a note. I was like, that guy definitely knows jujitsu. So like at least keeping the kids, trained and ready.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much it. I can talk about. Yeah. No.
Chan, what'd you say at the end of that? I heard the very beginning, and then
I swear I said like 5 times, and I don't think it got picked up once.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
All right. Do you think those guys are teenagers?
That's what Austin was saying. I was going with that.
I think they're like mid-20.
Yeah, well, not all of them. Like the main guys, like what was it, his brother?
Yeah,
like he was like 19 to like 24 range in my mind.
Yeah,
I did not.
That's not like a factual statement. That's just like what I was envisioning.
He did not look old, in my opinion.
Maybe they.
Most of them did.
I thought they were older, so I found the damage that they received, valid.
There's one guy that looked older. The rest of them looked pretty young. At least I thought so.
The kid with the straw in his neck, though, I thought he was like,
young,
our age-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna.
Skylar, actually, fuck you, dude. You're stealing all. Are you gonna steal all 3 of them now? You're gonna steal all.
Maybe. I didn't like it. That's all I wanted to say. Is I don't like it. It's smart, bro. It was smart.
Shut up.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it more later.
I don't care if it's smart. I don't like
I'm good though. So you two can start. Like, keep going.
Okay, I really only had 2 other things I wanted to say before tossing it over to Skylar, and then we could go into all of her 3 things. I liked how they drip fed us Hutch's backstory. I really liked how we didn't really know much about his character until about halfway through the movie. And then we started to get a lot of it from that point on. And I also, did anyone else like kind of groan a little bit when they opened up the file and the file was called Nobody? And I just was like,
yeah. I thought it would have been so much cooler if he was like hiding his name like that.
Yeah, dude. If he just was like, I'm a nobody, I thought I'd like that so much more. But his like file name is Nobody. I just was like,
But he's like an auditor, though. Like, I guess maybe I'm not super clear on like what's going on. Like,
did he take down 3-letter organizations like entirely, or what was?
No, he worked for them, and like he just killed people whenever they owed money. Am I understanding that right? Like, Chan, I'm taking you as the expert here.
Yeah.
I
Is
that what your takeaway?
You watch?
yeah, I thought like he just cleaned up the dirty work. Like he would take out rogue people from those like 3-letter organizations.
Okay.
That's why I don't know if he would take them over entirely. Like
I don't think they were rogue though. I think it was mainly just a money thing. Like I thought that's what he said because he called himself an auditor, right?
Himself an auditor, yeah.
So like he just murdered people who were poor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and he's a good fighter too. So he beat the shit out of them.
If they couldn't pay does not mean they were poor. They just did not handle their finances.
Yeah. I'm oversimplifying it. They were probably like from the government.
Accountant in the room had to step in.
Is that bad? Never mind. Sorry.
You never know. The other thing I had was that there was a
Actually,
what?
Before you get your next point, I want to not to disagree with you again, but I don't like that we were slowly drip fed his thing then all at once. I wish it was either.
No, I didn't want it all at once. I wanted to be drip fed through the entire movie. I wish they kept that the beginning part.
I agree. Your note was it was drip fed, then it was all.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I wrote down. I like how we were drip fed Hutch's backstory like 30 minutes into the movie, and then it like switched. So I should have clarified. I liked when we were getting it drip fed. I wish that was consistent throughout the entire film.
So I will start that I do agree with you that I'd like that it was drip fed in the beginning, but I really don't like the timing in which they were drip feeding it. A lot of it felt like in the moment it was a lot of pointless stuff going on, and then it'd be like, oh, 10 minutes later it's like, oh, that's why he did that, and then 10 minutes later, oh, that's why he did that. I think they could have
organized it better,
where the info was kind of like given at and make it like more like flow instead of like, okay, that's why that happened, that's why this happened, maybe this happened, this will happen. Like it was like a lot of like extra connecting the dots in a movie that's like action in a movie that's only an hour 30 minutes long. I don't want to keep having to go back. It should flow better if it's going to be a shorter movie like that. If it's like 2 hours or something and like the pacing's a little slower, like I think how they did it's fine, but I don't think it's the length of time needed to slowly drip and then all at once. It needs to either be slowly drip but like fix it to where it flows, or just all at once and then just kind of that's how it goes.
Yeah, totally.
But that was one of my nitpicks that I had from my notes, so I figured might as well get 2 in one.
Yeah, totally. Why not? The other note that I had was they had a Smiling Friends the Naked Gun reboot style tummy punch in the movie that I really appreciated.
That's okay.
Yeah, dude, that fucking made me cackle because like that's one of my favorite jokes in Smiling Friends, and I also really liked it in the Naked Gun reboot. I thought it was so funny whenever that happened in the movie.
Hey, look, that's canon, bro. Man. Getting punched in the stomach hurts.
It fucking hurts. His tummy. All right, that's all my notes. Skylar, on to you, and then we can go into all the 3.
Well, my only again, I finished most of my notes because I started a lot of it, but that was my last one that I had. But I think either Chandler or Austin should go first for theirs, and we'll have them go first for the. Oh wait, we only do one of these. I'm thinking of Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Chandler or Austin go first.
Wait, for favorite, least favorite.
This is
favorite, least favorite.
Yeah, if you have the funniest.
Okay, yeah. I want to talk about funniest first because I'm so glad no one brought this up because I love this scene and I very audibly I watched like.
Good.
Yeah, you like I think so. I was surprised that no one has said this up to this point, and I'm sorry because I think it is yours, Sky. But like I was watching this movie at like 3 a.m. last night. Like I threw it on after I was playing video games, and like it was probably like 3:40 when this scene came on, and I very like loudly I was like, "Hi." Sorry, Scott. It was when the fucking bad guy threw the chair at the dude in the hospital.
Dude, that one was so funny because he fucking it was locked on. It was perfect.
It was just
I said that to you too. I said,
"Oh, you just saw the dude in the bed and it just smacks in the face."
Yeah,
and then he comes and hits with it more. I'm like, okay, yeah.
That one was.
And I immediately wrote that note. I was like, that's
I
gonna be
forgot
my
about
funniest.
that.
And you wrote
How dumb the villain.
That one was.
I thought
that one was good. It was not mine. It was not.
Let's go, Sky.
Like, barely.
I thought that was like definitely like standing out, kind of funny, and I was like, oh, that's niche enough to where it's not accidentally going to be talked about at some point, hopefully. And I was
Whenever you said like 40 minutes, and I thought I was so cooked. I think mine's in like the 30 to 40 range that it happens. I was like, oh my god, he actually nailed it. Yeah,
Hey, we're all good.
That guy has so much free will just to take that chair and
Yeah.
just chuck it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's hilarious.
He had it
Also,
planned too,
man,
bro.
like-
He knew what he was doing. He walked to the lobby, grabbed it, and then walked in there. He was like, "I'm going for
No
the
one
head."
stopped him.
No one
He's
did.
just in a hospital,
No one
man. Like
cared.
it's like,
yeah.
does he have Russian mob people in the hospital? Like what the hell?
Social
Okay, to be fair, what do you think people are going to do with a chair in a hospital? You don't think they're going to beat somebody in a bed? You think they're going to sit
I
down?
thought he was
Wait
bringing it
for
over
someone
to
to do
sit
something
down.
with
I'm gonna
the
be
chair.
honest. That's what I thought.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you see, and then I feel-
Yeah, that was great.
yeah, the nurses are going to have an emergency meeting. Don't let anybody take extra chairs.
All right, Austin, keep going.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I realized I didn't have a favorite. I was just really excited to say that one, and then I think.
Well, you can do your least favorite. Kick it over to Chad.
And I feel like that makes it seem like the movie's bad. I really enjoyed this movie, and I'll talk about that in the synopsis. I'm just trying to like pinpoint because I think my favorite thing is the actions parts of this movie. Like I think like they're very well choreographed. I think they're like hilarious at times, and I don't know. I thought they were great, but I'm like I don't know which one's my favorite. But I'm gonna say least favorite because I think I have that. Actually, no, I have my favorite and least favorite. I've decided. Sorry, backtrack already. So I'm going to start with the favorite. I have a plan.
Ryan says I'm tight on time and rambles about if he has a favorite or least favorite.
I'm not
for 10
the limiting
minutes.
factor here. I've got my concert. I'm going to leave it at 6:30. So I'm good. All right, favorite scene is going to be when he like the kind of culmination of scenes where he's in the basement with the dead bodies and he's like playing the music and he's like viscerally happy. He's like gives us the whole
He's
exposition
telling his
dump.
story made me
And,
him
like-
changing it. I love whenever that happens in movies. Great direction whenever they do that. Right.
Yeah. And like I just like I don't know. I think at some parts like it was a little bit corny, like kind of like Skylar mentioned, like with the dialogue, but like in that scene specifically, like I loved it. Like it wasn't an issue. He was just like a kid on Christmas. He's just like, this is so fun. I get to
I'm back in
murder
the
people again. Yeah, and he's just so excited, and I don't know. I thought that like turning point for his character. Besides the part of like, I genuinely just thought he was going to abandon his family after that. Like, I thought he was going to be like, okay, yeah, we're done with that part of the life. Bye, kids. Bye, wife. And we didn't see much with him anyway. But I did it this way because my least favorite is the scene directly after that, because I feel like, and this just might be me misunderstanding, why the hell did he burn his entire house down with his family's things in it? Like, imagine coming home. Did I misunderstand that? Like,
Maybe it was
I
in
don't think
case
so.
like police officers came by, but they never like actually explained it.
yeah, he just burned down his entire house.
Yeah.
And
I think it's
the one,
wife. To be honest,
yeah.
I think it's so mad at his wife. To be honest,
But why?
So
We
true.
also don't know that. That's my problem. Like with that point in the movie, is like
whenever we
we
get to
don't
my
even
least
know.
favorite scene, I think yours will be explained a little bit more. I have a very vivid least favorite scene because I remember almost having to pause and take a break because I didn't like it.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to hearing that. But yeah, it was all the stuff like surrounding that awesome scene that I loved in the movie that was great. And then also just one point before we can move on, but him taking his family through the like disgusting carnage of his mass murder spree after he took time to shower but not move the bodies was messed
That
up.
made me upset,
That was-
bro. I did not
Yeah.
like that one.
Like that, I was like, ooh, I don't like they had him take time to like clean himself
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
dead bodies, they're fine.
And his son was just fine to look at. Like I get that he's older, but like you could at least
like
try.
17 max.
No, like
It's like your dad just did all of this and your house is destroyed.
yeah,
It was performative too. Like that's what a lot of this movie, like once again, I really liked it, but like it seemed like he was compensating because he thought other people thought lesser of him. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I'm gonna have my family see these 14 men that I just stabbed and shot and like
Burned.
brutally, burned. That was that. I didn't like that, but it was like a sandwich. But the good middle part was good, really good.
I also don't, adding to yours, I also don't think I like that he locked them in the basement and then made them wait until he cleaned himself up to come back.
They could have, if he died, like they would just be stuck there. You know,
Yeah.
that?
yeah.
I was just saying, I agree. It was a little weird. Whenever he was showering, I assumed at that moment, because
They were free.
Up.
Yeah, he cleaned the place up, and that was the last thing. And then no, the blood was still there, bodies were still there. So a little weird.
And his family was still in the basement.
Yeah, but maybe it was like he knew they were gonna leave instantly after that. Then he was gonna leave instantly, so he just wanted to like
Maybe.
he was gonna clean it up because he planned on burning it. So
Yeah.
I think his like family being there is fine because like in my mind he was like, oh, I don't want them to like see all of this and be traumatized. But then it's like it turns
They're
into
there.
he's selfish because he's like, oh, I don't want them to see me looking this bad. But they can be traumatized by all the other stuff that's like there. Just I have to look
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
The blood on me is the problem, not everywhere else.
Yeah, yeah,
It is so
yeah.
fun.
But yeah, I think I'm good there. I'm
Everything
good
now?
on my side. Everything now.
Chandler.
we low key like want to do numbers now with that. So
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just
Yeah,
get
give,
into it.
yeah,
Okay,
give your
yeah.
summary and then get the number. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good
might
idea.
as well. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant. I enjoyed watching this movie like most all the way through. I think I focused on a lot of the nitpicks, and I think we have too. But I did enjoy watching it. I think some of the backstory and motivations definitely were, I'm going to say, vague to be nice about it because I just don't think that they were included. I don't think there was enough detail, like with the wife. I think it's weird that everyone in this world thinks it's cool to just beat up
Yeah,
like a
just-
woman that's in your house. Like, dude had a golf club. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, even if the gun wasn't loaded,
It's a very
like,
male
I
power
think-
fantasy movie.
that is exactly what it was. I'm like, I don't know if I loved the overall. Like, it's a fun action movie. I feel like I'm reading too much into it, but a lot of the messaging was like, don't be a pussy. And that was the whole driving. That was the whole kind of driver for the plot. But I did really enjoy it, and it's just like a lot of scenes, like the cheesiness, but then like the awesome action. Like there's a lot of balancing that kind of goes plus and minuses for me. So like I don't know where everyone's going to be with this one, but for me, I was kind of in like the 5 to 6.5 range, and kind of our conversation has pushed me a little bit lower on that range. So I think I'm gonna go just with 5.5. I'm like, I think it's slightly lower. Or no,
Char,
is that
I'm
bad?
only shaking my head because of the comments on the fucking Naked Gun video. Both of them were like, dude, you guys are wild for giving this such a high rating.
No, it was good.
And I'm just thinking about how low in comparison your score
I rate
is.
by enjoyability, and I will emphasize
Yeah, no,
that
that's
every
fine.
time.
That's fine.
I gave
I
Brave
just
New
think it's
Bird,
funny.
what was that, like a 7 or something? It's not
That
a
is
7
still
quality
wild.
movie.
That is a
It's
wild
crazy. Yeah, no, it's not quality wise, but I'm like, as far as did I enjoy watching this movie? Was it entertaining? Would I watch it again? I think 5.5. I'm gonna stick with that because I have issues with it, but I thought it was really enjoyable. And I am excited for the next one. So like I think I'm okay with that. But I think I'm good on my side now. Finally.
All right, Chandler.
Caleb.
cool. All right. My funniest, I'm not gonna replicate it much because it was that quote from earlier where about the kitty cat bracelet.
Yeah.
So I've already said my piece on that. I still think that had me audibly laugh and actually replay it so I could write it down word for word. I loved it too much. Least favorite. So we didn't mention this really, but like during the house fight, they were shooting guns. Why didn't the other goons hear the gunshots and run to get
Fantastic. Fantastic
I
point.
didn't think about that. Yeah.
Fantastic point.
Because like after he took them out, he's like then like covertly kill the others or whatever.
They were all like walking around randomly.
I don't even think they had silencers. I mean, they
Dude,
didn't
even if
sound
they
guns.
did.
It's a house and it still lights up. It was dark.
Silencers aren't dark. Silencers don't get rid of the sound. They're guns are
You found
guns,
Zach's pet
guns
peeve.
are so loud.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying, like, even if somehow they had earplugs in and it blocked
Yeah.
out 100% sound all the time, there was still a light.
You're totally right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chandler, your point is so valid.
Yeah,
They should have
100%.
known some way.
A couple moments like that you guys mentioned, I think we mentioned throughout so far. So there's a couple things that maybe don't hold up, but my favorite, and I guess what's you guys kind of shredded this, was the final kill against the boss. I absolutely adored this. I thought it was sick. He was going out with style, and I guess because I've seen it before, I really know that there's no deaths like from like the good guys. But I thought it was sick, just strapping that to like a, like
Yeah, I mean, it's a good immediate thought.
It was cool.
Yeah. Also,
I thought it was
visually
badass.
cool.
I'm a villain. I actually hated that.
I feel so bad. Actually.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, Skylar,
Such a valid favorite scene.
Yeah.
it
is.
happens.
I just didn't like it.
I
You
thought it
can
was
like
okay.
It's a good scene.
I thought it was
I
okay.
thought it was fun. I mean, it was silly, but I thought it was cool and badass.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we'll get to it, but like I think a summary of this is like, yeah, that's fun, and then you think about it for a little bit, and then you're like, I don't think that makes sense.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand he could have shot the bomb on it. I mean, they should have done that a while ago too.
Yeah.
But
Dude, him
This
walking out with
disbelief.
C4 really upset me because like the second he left the table, he should have been lit the fuck up. Because like,
Yeah.
what is the problem if he blows himself up? Nothing bad comes from that. Like he has no
Yeah.
threat the second he leaves the main villain.
yeah, why did they let him get to his car?
Yeah, that made me so
Yeah,
upset.
man.
Like thinking about in the moment, that made me upset. Nah, never mind. Keep
Yeah.
going.
So those are my three pieces. I have to give this a very low 8. I'm joking when I say low. I like this film, and I liked it the first time. I like it now. It's entertaining. That's how I perceive this film too, Austin. I can't like get past the lines that don't hit, or like the slow moments, like the things that don't make sense plot wise. Like it was just, I thought the pacing was fun and easy to follow. I liked how they drip fed the exposition, like the lore behind him. I didn't mind him being called nobody. Like that's alias. I didn't have an issue. I do like the concept of, oh, I'm just a nobody. I think he goes by both. I mean, he literally says both, but like secretly he really is Mr. Nobody. But I thought it was really creative.
Those tension changes.
Using those movie traps. I can't see much to dislike. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Skylar, you're
I
going
think you
first.
go
We already
next.
talked about like the majority.
Well, I want to give you a chance to steal some of mine.
I definitely
make it even.
to, but so there's like a bit of a theme to my favorite, least favorite, and funniest because it's all one scene. They're all take place in the bus scene. I think that the action in the bus scene is my favorite action set piece in the movie. I think that the funniest bit is whenever they're reacting to getting the shit beaten out of them, and then he comes back on, and they're like, "Oh fucking hell, what the?" And then my least favorite bit was the straw in the neck. I really did not like that. That made me almost throw up. Honestly, it made me like gag. And
I wish I could have been in the room watching you watch this 5-minute segment.
Go like, yeah.
It's like,
I thought that
all
was like-
emotions.
I thought it was like an overused thing at this point. Like
What?
I feel like I've seen that at like the straw
straw.
in the neck. To
I don't like it every time though, so it's consistent.
Yeah,
I got it. I don't
But,
like
like I feel like I've seen it like 4 or 5 times at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
still don't
I don't
like it.
care. I don't
That's
care,
fair.
dude. It was Skylar and
Yeah.
his stupid, and not stupid eye thing. It's Skylar and his eye thing. Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Whoa.
Skylar and his eye thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. This is the stupid neck thing. Yeah, gross. Ah.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, by the way, Zach. I'm on your side here.
Yeah, thank you. I was saying like the damage is stupid, not your
Yeah.
fear of it is stupid. You know, that not a fan of that. For alternates. Least favorite was probably like I don't want to say the entire end because I actually thought the action set piece was really fun, but like specifically where the story fell off a cliff a bit, like whenever he first parked there and then the dad came out with 6 shotguns and then the brother magically spawned there knowing where all the booby traps were, like that bit, like I really had to be like, this is so dumb. And then I just at one point just had to suspend my disbelief entirely to just enjoy what was going on at that point in the movie.
I do the same in that moment, by the way. It's not just you. I did that as well.
Yeah.
There was a lot of suspended disbelief.
Yeah. As a whole, I think this. Okay, give me Skylar. Say words for a second. Callie's screaming.
Okay. I'll just go into mine. So I'll start with
What do you want?
my favorite.
Hi.
I'll start with my favorite scene. My favorite scene, I think, was actually one of Zach's that he did mention. It was whenever they like took the damage and they were like noticing all the damage.
Yeah.
I think that was like It was funny, but it was probably just my favorite. It was either that or I don't know why, but whenever he placed down the record player and the fire started, I really liked that. I don't know why. It just visually it made me go like, ooh, cat. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chilling.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
Did not want to be
You're gonna just
picked up at that moment. I just wanted her to be on camera for the first time. But she's still in the room though. That's cool.
You just wanted to interrupt Sky.
He just wants to record.
Oh, she had to pee.
But yeah, Zach, I don't know if you heard, but my favorite was the
I did.
reaction to the damage and then the record player fire. Yeah.
Oh wait, the
visual-
record player fire was your favorite?
But yeah,
They did
well,
look
I didn't say my funniest. It's one of those two. It just visually looked cool, and I went ooh, like audibly at it. So I feel like it deserved a shout out at minimum. Did you want to knock out your?
Oh
number?
yeah. Okay, so she's so fucking cute. It distracts me like crazy. I think I kind of gave like a short description of like how I actually feel about the movie whenever Chandler was talking about it, but in the moment, like you can watch this entire movie. I watched this entire movie and was like, yeah, this is great. Like that last night I was like, oh, this is a really fun, really great movie. I didn't give it a number because I was objectively tired and I didn't think about it much. So I played a little bit of video games and then went to bed. But
Objectively tired. You could just be tired. You
no,
know,
I was like,
there's no
okay, I didn't mean to say
Smart.
objectively. I meant to say like, did you? I know grammar and shit,
He was
guys. I'm on
objectively
Reddit.
tired. He's really tired.
Yeah, I meant like I was
Not
I
literally.
was super duper tired. Not like 3 a.m. tired like Austin, but I was tired for Zach. So like I just played like a game of Modern Warfare remastered and then went to bed. Spoiler for what we're watching. But over today, as I was thinking about the movie, the more I thought about like aspects of it, I was like, okay, this is not aging the best, but like cinematically, the movie was shot really well. It was really like beautiful. Some of the camera angles, and then also the action was just like fantastic and really fun to watch the entire time. And there was a lot of it throughout the movie. Long story short, I think this movie is like a 6.5, I think ish. Like, I think it sounds weird because I'm giving it the same rating that I gave The Naked Gun, but like I think they're both pretty good in both of the categories they're trying to be in, like this in the like the fun action movie and Naked Gun in like the fun comedy movie. You know, I feel like they kind of fit in the same sort of place.
I think it does. I get where you're coming from.
All right. I'll get started. I'll start with my favorite scene, which somehow, well, my least favorite, funniest. Oh my goodness. The only other option.
It's charm.
I'll start with my funniest because nobody said it yet. And it is whenever the guy is getting blackmailed for the files and he gets sent all those pictures of himself and he his face goes,
and then he
actually
immediately when
it
he
was
locked
so-
in.
He doesn't even think about it.
so
yeah.
funny. He was like, yeah, you're getting whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
That was so funny to me.
He hit
'Cause
one
look at me,
roadblock and then went
literally
into the cell into the files too.
I think yes, that was funny too. But they literally could have picked anything to be the blackmail, and they picked maybe the funniest thing they could.
It was pretty random too. Wasn't expecting.
Clever. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I like that scene. It was so funny, and I'm so glad nobody else said it.
I'm excited for the next thing you're gonna say.
Oh, the least favorite?
Yeah, because you said it almost made you.
Yeah. So it was whenever he came back from the damage and he looks his wife in the eyes and he goes, we haven't embraced in so long.
That's
And
terrible.
he's like, we haven't kissed in weeks. We haven't had sex in months. We haven't made love.
There you
in
go.
years." I hated all of it. All of it.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
That was a bad
I
scene.
think I'm like,
So-
what does that mean?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I was like, Chandler, what are you making me watch right now? I'm sorry, Chandler. There was a brief like 5 seconds where I was really mad at you. Just because you made me watch that scene. Oh my goodness.
It's a bad scene.
Like, I was like, what is going on here? Like, why is this important right now? You just beat up a million people. She should have a million reasons why you look like you were beat to a bloody pulp, and this is how you respond. Well, I did not like that one at all. I feel comfortable with saying that is one of my least favorite things I've watched in many movies ever.
Valid.
But it was not very long, so thankfully it was over pretty quick. I'll go with my synopsis into my score. So I think it's just this genre. I'm not a huge fan of like, I'm an old retired government assassin and all of a sudden I'm back in my prime. Like, I don't like that like a ton. I get a ton of people do. And for like this, like it's at least enjoyable. I could, like, my dad is a big fan of these, so I think he would like this movie a lot. And like, my mom is likes these more than I do. She might like this movie, but like I don't. I'm just not a fan of it. It, like, a lot of it seemed like nonsense violence. Like, he was like angry and he decided to beat up a ton of people, and then he's like, oh, I think I actually just missed this life. And then at the end of the movie, he gave it all up again. And I was like, so this movie meant nothing. He just wanted one little fun spree.
I don't think he did.
He said, like, he said, oh, like, I'm ready to like settle back down, and they started looking for a new house. And then
they went in the basement.
Yeah, but after he got the call. Yeah, after he was back in after a phone call, he said is done. He said something that insinuated he was done. He was good. That was his last kick. And then he was back in all of a sudden. I vividly wrote it down because I was like, so this movie meant nothing. I remember that. I remember he said something along the lines of making me think he gave it up.
I never really got the vibe that he was giving it up.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
Okay, maybe I just mistook his words, but it genuinely sounded like he said something that's like, if you would take me back, we can like start over or something like that. And that made me think, okay, he's with her. He doesn't want to do this anymore. He values his family time more than this career. And then he got a phone call and he's like, does it have a basement? And I'm like, dude, are we kidding me?
I think that's a totally fair interpretation of that. And I get what you're saying now, but how I took that scene, because it was like the whole rest of the movie was like him transitioning into being.
Oh, you told us he's going to be him with her. Like,
yeah,
the government.
Like, he's like, I'm not going to be a little bitch anymore. Like, we can start over and I'll be cool this time.
And he said,
like,
no more.
I took it as, I don't want to endanger you. You just saw all the danger I can cause. I don't want you in that.
That like.
Yeah,
I think she did low key. I think
everyone in this movie did. Everyone was like, you got to be a badass to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
moral story.
There's one moment. I just want to say this one before Chandler got to go. Chandler, I'm surprised one of your funniest ones wasn't whenever he took the neighbor's car and he said it can go 0 to 60 and I'm going to find the fuck out. I thought you would love that scene because he'd shouted it out earlier.
It is
Chandler. That was going to be the funniest one.
And I guess I don't know. That didn't like appeal to me too much. And
oh man, I'm
maybe the first time I watched it, I liked it, and then I did.
I'll choose that. I'll choose to believe you liked it the first time and you just overlooked it the second time. But I really thought that was going to be in one of yours, like funniest or favorite. But so I gave this movie a 4 out of 10 because it's just not for me. It's really just not. But I can see how people would like this, but I probably wouldn't watch this one again for at least a while unless I'm showing it to like my dad. But again, that's mainly just me. I'm not really trying to take a knock at the movie. I'm how enjoyable it was for me. This isn't my style, so it wasn't all that enjoyable. So with that, our averages comes out to a 6 for the movie, which I mean feels pretty in line with what you three were saying, and it's more for all of you than it is for me. So Chandler, I ended up being glad that you gave it an 8 because it kind of evened out my 4.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with a 6. Yeah, but we have Nobody 2 next week, and I'm still going in with an open mind. There's a chance I can like anything, so there's still a chance I will like Nobody 2. So that's the vibe I'm going in with.
I think it'd be nicer on this movie than like I normally would be, because this is one.
You are.
This is the movie that G likes a lot, and the ones that I like. I know I'm probably going to watch this again soon. So I'm judging it in the aspect of like, if I have to watch this within a year, if I have to, will I groan? And this is like on the no side of things. Well,
Yeah, it was
while,
enjoyable. I
too
enjoyed
is
it.
more
I
like
think
yeah, oh fuck, dude, really? This one again? But like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, sadly, I think I'm in the more of the oh no, fuck this again side of that than this is fine. Like I probably like I wouldn't moan. I would probably moan and groan if it was like, okay, next week I have to watch this again. But like
I thought
this exact movie, not nobody do. But like in like months and months and months from now, I might be like, all right.
the
But, you know.
cinematography does it for me, you know, like I can literally
That's
just shut my
completely
entire
fair.
brain off and just watch that and be like, I really respect the guy who made this shot, because he wanted it to look as good as humanly possible in this movie. You know,
That's also something that I miss out on because I
Right.
don't know like a lot of the cinematography and I don't know where it is. So like
Right.
a lot of this things that you like are just like actually just
Yeah.
over my head.
no, totally, yeah.
And a lot of the things.
I'm not trying to justify yours or my opinions. I was
Yeah.
saying that stuff to it. So, Jan,
Jan. Thank you.
What about like the one scene where he tossed his brother the gun and you were flipping with it?
fucking loved that one. I
That
was
one
like,
cool.
that guy who the cinematographer or director was like, this could just look normal, but let's make it look fucking crazy. And I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, earlier you brought up the slow mo, and I also think the slow mo is
Yeah.
pretty good in this
It's
movie.
solid.
Again, a lot of the things that you guys are saying are the reasons I gave it a 4 and not like legit like a 1 or a 2, because there is good things about this movie that like,
Hi for the
like,
show.
okay, I can look past like just the genre and like be like, okay, there's actually some really good pieces here that like I did actually like.
This guy's not an action fan. He is 100%
Yeah,
comedy.
I'm not
100% all the time.
I'm not. Yeah, it's if it's not funny, I don't care. It's more like I just don't like the U.S. government assassin
Dude.
types. I like act. I just don't like the government assassin. I like or anything like that. Yeah, it's just like actually just makes me like frown. Like the second I hear those words, I start frowning.
About-
And I'm like, okay,
I
yeah,
thought
like-
last week though. I think in a tropical
I do
sense,
too.
it'll be
Like, I think it's gonna be better than this one, so
Totally.
I'm excited.
I feel like it's gonna be funnier.
Yeah, I think they're
Like,
going to lean a lot more
Chan
into it.
referenced.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chan
You
reference.
know, he did in a car.
Chan, how much time do we have? Are you looking?
I think I was supposed to be in the car 4 minutes ago.
Okay, you can
Okay.
get going. You can get going.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Wait, can you hit us with
Yes,
a fine?
I
Have a nice
was
time, because we won't have one.
Happy great time, everyone.
Oh, my Chandler.
Have fun with your
Have fun
concert.
with your
Right?
thank you very much, sir. We're gonna miss you guys. 15 minutes.
Dude, have a nice one.
Bye, Jen.
Austin, do you want to do your what we watching in the time before you leave, and then I'll do movie news, or do you want to talk about movie news and then save your what we watching?
I actually might. I'm like, I don't know if I can actually stay for another 15. I think Caroline's probably gonna
Okay,
be here another 15. So I might do mine if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go for it.
Okay.
Hey, wait, Austin, I have a question before you start.
Yes, sir.
What have you been watching?
Oh,
So
wow.
lame.
You always
It's just
surprise me, Sky. You always surprise me. Yeah, it is.
Sky, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean.
I see what you mean.
I'll just stay until Caroline gets here, then I'll just walk.
No, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Dude,
No,
do
I
you
don't care. I have to let
do you
Caroline
what we
into my
watching at the very least?
Yeah, okay. I'll get into that. What we're watching, I started Peacemaker season 2. I really, really like it
Don't
so
say
far.
shit.
I won't say shit, but I think you guys are gonna like it. Have you guys either of you seen it? Is
I
that
love
neither of what you're
Peacemaker
watching?
Season 1.
I have not.
seen season 2.
So far, I
Like,
think it's better than season 1. Like, I think the topics we're getting into it's really cool, and I'm really excited. And especially with everything else James Gunn has been saying about it, it seems really important for the DCU for whatever reason.
He said he wants to make a Peacemaker movie. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
He said the goal here is
Dang.
to make him popular enough that I can make a movie with this character.
Well, he said like I think it's episodes 1 through 5 got released and like reviewed by like the public, but he said he's keeping the last couple like
He said
tucked away
because
in
they're
hidden.
really spoilery.
Yeah. Well,
He has
he's
the
like he's saying
Peacemaker
there's like some
podcast. Have you
big
been listening?
characters. No, I think I've heard clips of it, and that's like where I'm getting the information. But like, yeah, and I mean, I don't know. The first episode was fantastic, and I need to watch the second one. I haven't done that yet. Huh?
You said fantastic.
Oh!
Say that again.
Damn. There we go. Yeah. So then Black Clover, I've been kind of ticking away at that a little bit, bit by bit. I texted Zach about this one. I watched Heretic, which is like one of the most. It's not like
confusing,
other
isn't it?
things I've watched. It's not confusing.
Not
That's the thing, like,
the movie, but your feelings towards it, because there's like some
It
really
is,
great
because,
things,
like-
and really bad things about it.
I am someone who likes that topic. It is the opposite of almost every single movie nowadays. And I told this to Zach. I'm like, instead of it not having depth and not having meaning and it being only superficial, it is only depth and only meaning, and it has no like superficialness or entertainment value to it. It just has the main message of the movie, and it doesn't care about it. What are you
The
talking
first
about?
hour is just them talking, and it's so entertaining.
I
think.
thought it was so like the candle thing. I didn't think that was cool. I guessed that as soon as he came to the movie into the room, like
No,
the blueberry pie thing.
I don't know. Yes, I know that, but I'm saying just them talking. Like I really thought just them having a conversation, because like it flowed, and it was just him pushing their buttons and talking about religion, and I thought it was very well written for the most part, and then it started
I think
going
I have seen too many
downhill.
debates on religion that I'm just like, oh, this was very. Even the serial killer dude is going light on the Mormons. Like,
But like
I feel like
it's in a
people take it
movie.
down
You
early.
never see them like go deep in a movie. You know, they
no,
always
that's what I'm saying. I
walk on
appreciated
eggshells.
like the message they were saying and like the historical accuracy that they questioned that I feel like they don't normally do in those type of movies because they don't want to offend people. And I thought that was really cool, but like it was just not super entertaining for a lot of it. And like the overall like the villains' motives didn't make any sense, or at least they weren't explained.
the second they left that
a lot
first
of-
room, it went downhill so fast.
Yeah, and like it didn't make much sense besides it being like a big old metaphor type thing. And I like metaphors, I do, and I like the meaning behind it, but it's just not. You got to have the false words in the metaphor that are supposed to represent other things. You have to have the metaphor itself be entertaining for the meaning to be taken, in my opinion, and it just didn't do that. But I mean, it was fine. And watching Black Clover as usual and continuing through that it's all right. I'm not like dying to continue watch it, but I'm also like I'm not gonna stop. So I'll make my way through eventually. One Piece as usual, anime, manga, getting ahead, almost through Alabarnia in the manga. So I know. I haven't really like I read like 2 chapters a week. I don't keep up.
No,
with
I'm
it,
not.
'cause, like,
I'm not judging you on the speed. Alabasta.
Oh, I had that same mistake actually. It's Alabasta, but Alabarnia is the capital. I'm saying that specifically.
You're right.
That specific part in Alabasta. Yeah,
oh my
you're
God,
the fake
I'm
one.
the idiot now. God, I'm the idiot.
Oh, thanks
Skylar,
for
don't act
correcting
like
me,
you
nerd.
knew.
I didn't, but I wasn't going to question it either.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie, because I was going through it with Noah with One Piece, and they have like each arcs named, and they named one Alabarnia, and I'm like, is that a weird translation error? I'm like, it's Alabasta, just call it Alabasta, because he was calling Alabarnia, and I'm like, what are you doing?
You're like,
And then I had
you
the
have
exact
a
same
poor
thing, so it's
translation of
canon.
Alabasta. It's Arabara or something, and I thought you were saying
Yeah. No, Alabarnia is actually the capital that they're all like running to and trying to meet at. And maybe that's some sort of thing, but it'd be weird if the capital of Alabasta was also Alabasta. But I was referencing the capital, however you said.
You're totally right.
And then Kaiju number 8, continuing up with that one. It is interesting. And like I like it a lot better than the first season. Sorry, I was like going through my Crunchyroll quick. I think that's about it, honestly. It's been a busy week. I watched like one more episode of The Bear. I think Zach, you said season 3 it goes down.
I heard.
I'm not enjoying it as I'm not enjoying it as much. It's like the main character is kind of depressed and sad and angry, and that's just how the season feels. But not in like a, I don't know, not in like a commentary type of way. It's just like, damn, He's just bringing the vibes down.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's still good overall. But all right, I think that's all for me then, and I'll sit here quiet. Yeah,
Okay. Because there's some news that
Caroline
I think
just
you'll like.
picked out her outfit, so I think I have some time.
Nice. Okay. We'll go through stuff that I think Austin will be interested in.
Oh yeah,
Ben Stiller is not directing any episodes in Severance season 3. For you, I don't know if you care about that.
is he still writing? I do. I'm sorry. I'm like
I don't know.
associate
The
him so
article
strongly
didn't
with
say
it.
anything about writing. The comments on it said that he was going to, but you know how comments are. Like they're not.
Yeah, I mean, I would be sad because like I've seen him talk about it a lot, and he has like a really, I don't know, he talks about it in a way that he seems like he really cares about it. So I don't love that news, but
Yeah, and
hopefully
that's
he's
the most
in the scene somewhere.
John Cena, I'm not going to read this entire thing. I screenshotted this back when I didn't have a whole lot of news, but he had a big statement about Acme versus Coyote versus Acme and how he's very happy that it's out. And he didn't like obviously swear or like be mean to people in specific, but he didn't like pull punches on it. He said it was really stupid that they shelved it, and he was really upset that it was happening that way. But he's so happy that it's finally like getting shown, which is pretty badass. I'm really happy about that too. Next thing that would be interesting to Austin. So last week we talked about 2 Avengers fighting. We found out literally like 2 hours after we were done recording that it was possibly Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. However, my mom and a bunch of people believe that it might have been a hoax now. Like, and no conflict actually happened at all because there's no pictures, there's no like confirmation on any like publicist side of things. It just is like news articles saying that these 2 people fought, which like I
think Ryan Reynolds did address it though. I can't remember what he said. I thought he did. I could just be spewing misinformation here. I saw a post about it. I didn't read it because I'm like, I really don't care what Ryan Reynolds has to say. And I'm sure it's like some PR like spiel anyway. But I thought that was true. I might look that up once you keep going.
You're good. So Chris Columbus, the guy who directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies, he had a comment on the behind the scene photos of the remake of it. And he said, he's wearing the exact same costume that we designed for Hagrid. Part of me was like, what's the point of this? And I think like everyone's saying that, you know, it's super useless. No one wants it, even the creatives of the original one, which makes complete and total sense. Next news, Gege Akutami, the guy who did Jujutsu Kaisen, is creating a new manga. He is just writing the story of it, though. It is going to be a completely different illustrator. The illustrator will be Iwasaki Yuji. They did Cypher Academy. I don't know what that is, but the art style looks nothing like Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga. And I honestly...
Dude, I like it. It looks good.
The new art style?
Yeah,
I think it's so much better, dude. I think Jujutsu Kaisen's art style is kind of like in the manga, not in the anime. I just want to make that clear. It can be a little sloppy sometimes, like from what I've read.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Yeah,
I didn't have a problem with it overall.
It does what it needs to do, but I think compared to like other manga, it's nowhere close to being like some of the best drawn like anywhere.
Close. No One Punch Man.
It's no One Punch Man. Well, nothing's One Punch Man. Come on.
Yeah, or is it also the Dandadan guy?
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah,
he's really crazy at it. Same with Berserk. Berserk guy is wild. But yeah, I think that's definitely a good thing. Oda like sat down and talked with Gege about it after like he had almost like died when creating the final bit of Jujutsu Kaisen, and Oda was like, dude, it's fucking hard. Like you can't do both of these at the same time without being me. So then he was like,
normal people can't do this kind of stuff. I'm different. I'm just built different. But
stop trying to be me. I know it's difficult.
Oda, after the like conversation, they inspired him to finish up Jujutsu Kaisen and then start working with this guy for the next manga. And then to make up for that conversation that they had, he drew the Gorosei as One Piece cards. Like he created their One Piece cards. Gege did, which is pretty neat. I think that's fun. So the guy, I'm blanking on his name. Alex. Someone help me. He did. Someone look up the movie Warfare.
No.
Someone look up the movie
I don't
Warfare.
know.
The director of the Alex Garland. Never mind, I got it. I nailed it. Alex Garland.
Good job.
He's the guy who's doing. It's. If I read further down on the article, it's also right there. Alex Garland apparently to pitch his Elden Ring movie. He created 160 pages of a script and a 40-page visual Bible, and then flew directly to Japan and pitched it in front of Miyazaki himself. Miyazaki is the person who created the game, and he said that this came from dedicated multiple playthroughs of Elden Ring from Alex Garland to create this script. So that's actually super reassuring. I think this one might be good now. Actually,
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be so awesome.
it's always good to get someone who's actually interested in the source material a part of the
Yes,
adaptation.
I love seeing like the people, or like even like the behind the scenes, like they played the game a ton.
Yes, dude.
And like they
I love
really get
seeing it.
into it. It's so
Henry
awesome.
Cavill, The Witcher.
Yes, dude. It's like on Halo when they were like, no one play Halo or read any of the games or books or stuff like that. That's obviously going to make for a better Halo experience. Obviously.
Hey, The Last of Us, they did that. Season 1 was good.
I've heard not that. I've heard season 1 was horrible and season 2 is a lot better of Halo.
Oh no, I said The Last of Us. I said The Last of Us. They also did that. I'm like, how?
Okay.
Where have you heard that?
No, what?
Like it is the opposite.
I thought they said that like they didn't want them to like play the game, but they can watch videos of the game for The Last of Us.
I saw that the director told them not to look at the other interpretations of the character because he wanted the actors to like portray the character based on how they think they would act based on the script.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's weird.
I could be wrong. Once again,
No, you're
I'm
probably
just spreading misinformation today.
right. Speaking of video game
I love
adaptations,
lying.
I love lying. Yeah. Well,
That's awesome.
we got a trailer for the adaptation, the anime adaptation of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That it looked pretty good. I've never played the game, but the anime trailer for it looked pretty fun. That's coming out in 2026. I don't know a date. It might have said it in the trailer. It's not on my screenshot. Next news. Let's hit up some K-pop Demon Slayer. K-pop Demon Slayer is officially the #1 most viewed Netflix movie of all time. They released a top 10. It has beat the #2 Red Notice by about 5 million views. So honestly, not a whole lot. The drop off between second and third is actually crazy because second is 230 million, third is 170 million, and that's the biggest drop off between any of the gaps. It's 60 million views, which is insane. But that also caused them to fast track a K-pop Demon Slayer 2, which we talked about the other day. But they officially started working on it over the last week, so that probably just means the script just begun and maybe like some visual stuff is being in development because they had no idea they were going this like Netflix told them this movie was going to flop, so obviously they had no preparation for a second movie at all going into this. So
I love whenever those big companies are so wrong.
Yeah.
So
it makes me so
sometimes
happy.
brings a little smile to my face.
So
Do you guys know the lore behind how that like movie got on Netflix? Actually,
No.
It was because Warner Brothers told them it wasn't a theater movie. They said like it wasn't something that would like make money on, right?
That was not what I heard. I think it was a Sony original.
Oh
So,
crap!
like,
Sorry,
Sony
not Warner
made
Brothers.
it.
Yeah, it was Sony.
Yeah,
'cause
Sony made it, and this
Like-
is great because we love to hate Sony, which is great.
Big fans.
But Sony made it and invested like I don't remember however many millions of dollars, but they had the movie made. But studio execs like kind of lost faith in it, and they were just like, "Okay, this isn't going to work." And then Netflix is like, "Okay, I'll buy it for you for a flat $50 million."
It was 40% of how much it cost to make the movie. I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, they sold it for a loss, and then Netflix made a huge profit off of it. Like basically, didn't even have to make it.
It is the most popular Netflix property, I think they said ever, like worldwide. Like I know
Yeah.
Stranger Things is really big in America and like in some places in Europe, but like apparently this movie fucking erupted across the entire globe, and it's just fucking insane. And I love it. I'm all for
That's
it.
so awesome.
I hope the second one's in theaters. I'm gonna definitely go see it. I want to get the
Sing along.
apparently it was supposed to be longer. Netflix asked for it to cut off like 20 to 30 minutes of the movie before publishing it, which is like really dumb to me. And I honestly do feel like you can feel it. I do love the movie, but I do wish it was like literally like 30 minutes longer, and it would have been like fucking fantastic. I would have really appreciated that. I hope the DVD of it, whenever that comes out inevitably, that has the extended cut of it.
I need to watch it, but also I'm going to interject. I actually do need to head out.
Okay.
Caroline's waiting downstairs. I just saw a text.
You're good. I only
Okay.
have two other things of news before we jump into the other thing anyway.
Okay. Well, it has been fun as always.
See you, brother.
Not going to say chance thing, but goodbye, everyone.
See you, Austin. Okay.
Well.
Back to the game.
It's
The
us
original. The original. We left some pretty lame news. Sorry, I tried to get all the interesting ones out while we
Nah, you're good.
talk about it. But we got a cast reveal for Star Wars Starfighter. Aaron Pierce, Amy Adams, Flynn Gray, Simon Bird, Jamel Westman, Daniel Iggs, Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, and Matt Smith. I just don't fucking care. It's Star Wars, you know?
Ryan Gosling, what character is he playing?
Someone. I don't know.
Good point. Oh, okay. I thought he was like
No.
with characters.
Well, they probably did, but it's a Star Wars original movie, so he's not playing like a previous character of Star Wars. He's being a new guy. So like
I see
it
what you
doesn't
mean.
even matter.
Yeah.
And then Jordan Peele, so you know the movie Him. So he's not directing or writing Him. He's producing
Wait.
Him.
Jordan Peele had a different scary movie, right? He has a scary movie.
He's a bunch of scary
Right.
movies. He has Nope. He has
Yeah.
Us. He has Get Out.
Us.
Yeah.
The Us and Get Out are the ones I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking hate Us. We should do that one of these days.
I don't think I like those movies. If I remember, I don't think I like
I
them.
like Get Out. I don't like the other movies he's made. I don't think they're good. But he said that this one is going to be the most unique horror movie of the year, which is cool, I guess.
That scares me.
Yeah.
That scares me.
Yeah,
That's a
I
scary
just don't fucking care. Like, I watched the trailer for that and I sent it to you guys. And I remember whenever I sent it, I was like, I'm not going to say anything because I want to see if they like it. And Caden said, that looks like fucking shit. And I was like, I'm so happy that everyone thinks this looks bad.
Okay, there's like if they go unique in the aspect of like weapons was unique with using the different POVs, I think that could be cool.
It's not
Like, but it's definitely not that. It's definitely like, look at this ghost alien pirate who only wants to steal kryptonite to stop the Batman from starting Iron Man 3.
I think
And it's like,
I don't even know about that. He's like, did you watch the trailer for it? I think it's just his unique thing is
No.
like it's revolving around sports, and they haven't done that before. It's the one where it's like there's this football player that always wanted to be a perfect football player, so his trainer. It's Whiplash, but for football. Essentially, that's what this movie is.
they shouldn't genre that is scary. That is just do sport and
Yeah.
make it more of like a documentary.
No, it's
style.
supposed to be scary.
No, like the thing is, I already think some of the sports documentaries are scary.
Yeah.
Like, not as like I'm
These guys
like
are
I
pushing
can't.
themselves to their limit. Yeah,
Oh my god! Like look at what they're actually going through.
it's literally like Whiplash.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Like
you could play it like that and have it be a really fantastic movie, but they're like,
Like,
we're gonna play it like that and then add a horror twist to it, which is gonna fucking ruin the movie.
okay, if they do like it's like some like witch demon, it might go down as one of my least favorite movies ever. Like
Dude, holy
make
fucking
fun of
shit,
the
dude.
Fourth by Light, and then you add a witch and a demon to it, and it's bad.
Oh, I
Like,
think we
you,
might
like,
have to watch
permanently
this
in my
one.
mind.
We might actually have to watch this one on the podcast because that would be fucking
It's-
so funny.
We actually do need to. Do you have a date on it? Is this like
I don't. Yeah, it's coming out soon. I don't know when it is. We could look.
so? Is this going to be close to the same time as the John Madden movie?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dude,
This
if they're
one's
back to
coming
back. We
out
have to. If they're close, we have to do them both.
September 16th. It's September 19th is when this is coming out.
Oh my god, it just comes out in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or next.
John Madden movie comes out a while from now, so not around the same time. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
maybe we'll
okay.
watch this one. I don't want to spend money on it though, so we're probably going to end up pirating it if we do watch it.
Yeah, you know what? That might just be for the best.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think we should put money. I mean, hey, what if it's great? I hope it's great, but
It could be really
It
good.
doesn't
Again,
look
it could be great. I could love it. I doubt it, but
Yeah.
I could.
that's all my news though. I just wanted to shit on that.
All right.
for a little
So I just got one more question for you, Zach, before we really get going here.
What is it, sir?
What have you been watching?
Not a whole lot, actually. I haven't been venturing out a whole lot. Also, I really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to ask that question, obviously, like every week.
Yeah, I try to keep it a mystery.
Always. This week was actually like super busy for me with work, so I didn't even have a whole lot to do in my pastime because I honestly just worked up until to the end of the day and then came home and then just watched Kaiju number 8 with G. One day I played pickleball with some friends from work. Pickleball is fire. And then on Wednesday, I didn't play it on Wednesday. I ended up playing it, I think, last night or 2 nights ago. The new Gears of War, it's not a new Gears of War. So Gears of War came out in like 2001, I think, on the original Xbox 360. I think it was like an opener for the Xbox 360. And it was an Xbox exclusive until Wednesday when Gears of War got remastered. For the first Gears of War got remastered for PlayStation, and I started playing through that. Fucking still awesome. One of the greatest video games ever made. Very happy to be running through that. And then today I was interested because the entire time I was playing Gears of War, I was like, man, I want to play Call of Duty because this game is so much harder than Call of Duty, and I needed an ego boost. So today I played a bit of Modern Warfare Remastered, not Modern Warfare 2019, the Modern Warfare Remastered that came out with Infinite Warfare in 2018, 2017, something like that, because that's one of my favorite multiplayers. So I would just log on to that and then draw because it takes like 10 minutes to find a match because it's an old Call of Duty. And then whenever I'd find a match, I'd play for like 5 minutes and I'd just draw. And I did that for the entirety of today. It was a pretty awesome day, not gonna lie. And then I played a tiny itty bitty bit of Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's all I've been watching. Guys, all right, 3, 2, 1. Sky, what have you been watching?
I just want to start out. That might have been the best one from my end. It was like all of them.
Shut the fuck up. I know, yeah. Dude, Skylar, Austin Chandler fucking nailed it. Did great that time.
Mine's also a little on the lighter side. Caden is caught up now with My Hero, so that's good.
Let's go.
I started the first episode of Kaiju number 8, season 2. But I did it in a weird way because I saw there was a movie, and I know the movie was mostly a recap.
Dude, I did
so
it
I was
the
like,
same way too. Did you skip the end of the movie and then watch the last 25 minutes? I did the exact same thing.
I was like, what if this is different? What if it's different?
And then you went to the next season and then you were like, wait, I couldn't just watch this.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad that is not a 101 experience that I had. Because I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you did that
my brain feels so smooth. Yeah. Like, I swear there's not a single bump on my brain.
I know. I was so disappointed.
Yeah. So I got that, and I honestly liked the day off episode. It was like kind of nice. It was like calm and relaxing. It was boring, but like it was nice change up from like,
I would have been pissed if I paid money to go watch that,
Oh yeah. I would have been so upset.
Dude, especially since they hyped it up like at the end. Like I was like, oh, it's a 6.5. We're not gonna see a lot of action, but at least we're gonna see some action. And then it just cut off. I would have been so fucking pissed if I spent $15 and didn't see anything.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but I liked getting to like know the character a little more, and a little bit of story building was kind of nice, and a little bit of world building that kind of happened. I feel like that world kind of needed it.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
So I did that. I read like another chapter of 2 of Kagurabachi, and dude, it is so good. It is actually so good. I actually looked up. Oh, it's getting animated.
Yeah,
so
maybe I won't
at some point. I don't think it has like a date for anything yet, but it is like confirmed to be animated. And I don't even know if they have a company yet. But like, I think like I'm gonna keep going, obviously. And if like it's not too far away, I honestly say wait for the animation. I think it could be insane. Yeah. I want to make sure I put that.
Half of that shit back there I haven't even read or played yet, so I should probably.
No, you read it all. You read it all.
You're right. No, dude, I nailed it. Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, there's everything.
You did a good job.
I also started. Austin's gonna be so upset I didn't say this before, but I started The Bear. Yeah, and me and Lily started it, but we're 2 episodes in. I honestly
You love it?
really like it. Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
dude. Yeah, you love it.
So, you got me a little scared talking about season 3 being depressing.
Okay, I haven't heard that it's
Or-
like it's terrible.
It's not that it was
I heard that it's
depressing.
not
It's
as
just
good as the
not
first 2
as
seasons.
good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then I don't know if I said this last week because I don't know, because it's like this is to the point where we do this every week. I can't remember when I started things.
Yeah, me too.
So, did I talk about that I started ReZero?
Yes.
Okay. So, I watched 1 episode by then, or 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think you said you just started it.
I'm on. Okay, so I watched 1, and I'm now on episode. Like I just finished 5. So, and I'm watching the one that's on Crunchyroll. So mine are like 50-ish minutes long. So because it's like the director's cut, which I don't know if that really means anything.
I actually kind of like that.
But yeah,
I've heard that.
dude, I do too. It's sick. It's so much more. Like it's realistically probably just multiple episodes put together, and it's just like works better.
Probably, yeah.
Like realistically, that's probably what it is. So, but I like it. I like it a lot. But I wish it wasn't like some of the line delivery is kind of cringy, and it's like the character itself is a little cringy.
Dub?
I am.
Yeah, most of the time the line.
I'm gonna keep going with the English dub though.
Yeah, I feel like that's dude. That's such meh.
I like his voice though. I like his voice.
That's fair, but I feel like you can't have that complaint if you're watching an English dub of an anime because that's like a.
I know that's why I'm like I mean, I still watched basically like 4.5 hours of it. I mean, I'm still gonna cringe at some of the lines, but I like the guy too much. I'm not gonna swap it. Like
if the positives outweigh the negatives, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I mean, I like it right now. Chandler Shetty is really good, and I keep seeing that people put him as like one of the most depressing MCs. So like, I already kind of see it, but I can't imagine it gets much better for him. So
this guy's a big fan of depression.
Who knows? But I really what? Excuse me? But the
so bad. This
last part is that college football season is basically back. So like I watched some like I kept up with a couple college games. Like Army played WVU today. They lost. But and then the football season starts soon, and then it started like a week-ish ago. I don't exactly remember, but like soccer, it also started up again. So I was listening to like the commentary of the Real Madrid game today. So yeah, those are more unique ones for me. I think it might be the first time I've ever listened to the commentary of a soccer game.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever mentioned that.
Like
on
I've also watched
so far.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I even like there have been past weeks where I watched like the Liverpool game because Caden likes Liverpool, but like I was like working and I like while I was like cleaning, I like got to see part of like the Man United and other like Prem games that were on today, and that was a unique one. But I felt like it was worth mentioning because it's the start of like a lot of sports at the moment. So a lot of mine from here on out is probably going to be sport. So yeah,
dude.
But I think that's all I got. Yeah,
right.
it was a light week for me as well.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be fighting this lag, do you just want to send her off, my guy? Do you want to give the little bit of get your last quarrel out?
Yeah, I'll send her off before my Wi-Fi completely cuts out. So make sure to comment down below your thoughts on the movie Nobody. Tell us if we're right or wrong. Tell me if I'm an idiot. It's okay. I'll accept it this week. Chandler likes this movie. I'll accept the hate. I am wrong. Chandler cannot do any wrong in my mind.
That's true.
Next week, we're going to be watching Nobody 2. Make sure to like and subscribe. Come back for next week and let us know your thoughts on Nobody 2. And we will see you next week.
Nobody goes on vacation. All right. We'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a nice time. Bye.
Have a great time.